What if I told you that while most farmers are breaking their backs growing crops that barely make a profit, there are people quietly getting rich growing plants that sell for $40, $60, even $80 per pound? I'm not talking about corn, not soybeans, not wheat. I'm talking about specialty plants that chefs are begging for, plants that supplement companies can't get enough of, plants with profit margins so insane that a quarter-acre plot can generate more income than most people's full-time jobs. And the crazy part? Almost nobody knows about them. Today, I'm revealing 14 of the most profitable plants you've probably never heard of. Plants that are transforming regular people into six-figure earners. Number 7 on this list is technically a weed that sells for $30 per pound. And number 14? It's not just for cats, it's a $60 per pound gold mine hiding in plain sight. But before we dive in, do me a favor right now. Hit that subscribe button and drop me a comment telling me what's your farming goal for this year. I read every single comment and I want to know what you're building. All right, let's get into it. Plant number 1, Ashwagandha, the adaptogen taking over the wellness world. Let's start strong with ashwagandha. If you've been paying attention to the supplement industry, you know this herb is absolutely exploding right now. Withania somnifera, the dried root sells for $25 to $60 per pound. And here's the kicker, most of it is still being imported from India. That means if you can grow high-quality ashwagandha domestically, you're stepping into a market worth hundreds of millions of dollars. This adaptogenic herb is used for stress relief, energy, sleep support, basically everything modern stressed-out Americans are desperate for. And research is actually backing up what Ayurvedic medicine has known for thousands of years. Here's your opportunity. Supplement companies, health food stores, and direct-to-consumer wellness brands are all hunting for reliable domestic suppliers. Quality varies wildly with imports. Shipping costs are brutal. You could position yourself as the premium local source and charge accordingly. Ashwagandha is a perennial, so once it's established, you've got a renewable cash crop that keeps producing year after year. Think of it as planting your own money tree in the middle of the wellness revolution. Plant number 2, Gotu Kola, the brain-boosting cash crop. Next up, we've got Gotu Kola, and this one sits at the intersection of two massive markets, cognitive enhancement and anti-aging skincare. Centella asiatica sells for $30 to $60 per pound dried, and demand is going through the roof. Here's why. Students want better focus, professionals want mental clarity, aging adults want to protect their brain health, and the nootropics market, smart drugs and cognitive enhancers, is absolutely booming. But wait, there's more. The skincare industry has discovered Gotu Kola for its wound healing and anti-aging properties. Premium cosmetics companies are putting it in everything. So you've got dual market appeal with premium pricing. That's the dream. The business angle? Gotu Kola is a perennial that grows in warm, moist conditions. You can harvest it multiple times per season. And because most Western farmers have never even heard of it, competition is basically non-existent. Think of it as the herb that proves the most profitable crops are the ones nobody else knows about. Plant number 3, Sichuan Pepper, exotic spice worth more than gold. Now we're getting into the really profitable territory. Sichuan pepper, Xanthalospilum species, sells for $40 to $80 per pound. Read that again, $80 per pound. This isn't your typical spice. Sichuan pepper creates a unique tingling, numbing sensation on the tongue that's absolutely essential in Sichuan cuisine. There's no substitute. Nothing else tastes like it. And because it's difficult to find fresh and high quality in the U.S., the prices are absolutely premium. Here's the opportunity. Sichuan cuisine is having a major moment right now. High-end restaurants are putting it on their menus. Home cooks are getting adventurous. Spice companies are scrambling for quality sources. But domestic production? Almost non-existent. The plant actually grows in temperate climates. You don't need to be in China to grow it. You just need to know what to do with harvesting and processing. Before we continue, quick question for you. Have you ever tried Sichuan pepper? Drop a comment and let me know. And if you're getting value from this video, go ahead and smash that like button. It tells YouTube to show this to more people who need to see it. Plant number 4, Tulsi, or holy basil, the sacred herb gone mainstream. Tulsi, or holy basil, is an Ayurvedic superstar that's crossed over into mainstream wellness culture in a big way. Ocimum sanctum sells for $20 to $45 per pound dried, with massive demand from the wellness and tea industries. This sacred herb in Hinduism is now being used by everyone, from stressed-out professionals drinking adaptogen tea to supplement companies formulating immune support products. What makes Tulsi attractive as a crop? It grows easily in warm climates or greenhouses. You can get multiple harvests per season. The dried leaves command premium prices, and demand from both traditional herbalists and modern wellness consumers keep growing. The adaptogen trend has put Tulsi front and center. It's one of those herbs where spiritual significance and commercial value actually work together perfectly. Think of it as the herb that proves you can serve both ancient tradition and modern markets and make serious money doing it.
Plant number 5, Moringa, the miracle tree that prints money. Moringa oleifera, the miracle tree, and honestly, the name fits. This fast-growing tree produces leaves that sell for $20 to $40 per pound dried, and the demand from health and wellness circles is absolutely exploding. Why? Because moringa is one of the most nutrient-dense plants on the planet. The leaves are packed with vitamins, minerals, and protein. The supplement industry can't get enough of it. Health-conscious consumers are paying premium prices for moringa powder, capsules, and tea. Here's what makes moringa special from a business perspective. The tree grows incredibly fast, sometimes 15 feet in the first year. You can harvest the leaves multiple times per season, and once established, it requires minimal care. You're essentially creating a renewable cash crop that keeps producing year after year with almost no ongoing investment. And here's the really important part. Most moringa is still being imported. That means a massive opportunity for domestic growers to capture market share and avoid all the shipping costs and quality control issues that come with imports. Think of it as the tree that literally grows money, just waiting for you to plant it. Plant number 6, stevia, the natural sweetener revolution. Stevia rebaudiana is riding the massive wave of consumers ditching both sugar and artificial sweeteners. The leaves sell for $20 to $40 per pound dried, and the market is enormous. Here's what makes stevia special. It's 200 to 300 times sweeter than sugar, but contains 0 calories. Major beverage companies use it, food manufacturers use it, and health-conscious consumers want it for home use. Now here's the interesting business angle. While the processed stevia market is competitive and dominated by big players, there's a completely different market for fresh or simply dried stevia leaves, for tea, for home use, for small batch food production. That's the market you can own. Stevia grows as a tender perennial in warm climates or as an annual elsewhere. The leaves are harvested and dried. Simple process, solid margins. The wellness revolution has put natural sweeteners in the spotlight, and stevia is leading that category. From diabetics to dieters to people just wanting healthier options, your market is broad and motivated. Plant number 7, Purslane, the weed worth more than spinach. Okay, this one's going to blow your mind. That weed you've been pulling out of your garden, the one you've been throwing away, it's worth $15 to $30 per pound. Purslane, Portulaca oleracea, contains more omega-3 fatty acids than spinach. It's packed with vitamins and minerals. It's delicious with a slightly lemony, crisp texture. And upscale restaurants and health-conscious consumers are discovering it like crazy. Here's the business opportunity you've been missing.
Purslane grews like crazy with minimal care. What most people spend time and energy removing from their gardens could literally be your cash crop. The nutritional profile justifies premium pricing, and the market is expanding fast as more people discover it. Modern wellness trends favor nutrient-dense foods, and Purslane fits perfectly, from farm-to-table restaurants to Mediterranean diet followers. And listen, if you're watching this and thinking, wait, I've been throwing this away for years, drop a comment below. I want to hear your reaction. Purslane is the plant that teaches you to see weeds as wealth. Plant number 8, Yaupon holly, America's only native caffeine source. This one is absolutely fascinating. Yaupon holly is the only native North American plant that contains caffeine, and the dried leaves sell for $30 to $70 per pound. Ilex vomitoria, and yes, that's an unfortunate Latin name, but don't let that fool you. Yaupon produces a caffeinated tea that's smooth, flavorful, and doesn't give you the jitters that some people get from coffee. It grows wild across the southeastern United States, but commercial cultivation is still in its infancy. That means massive opportunity for early movers. The market dynamics are perfect. Consumer interest in tea alternatives is exploding. People want locally grown, sustainable products, and Yaupon checks all those boxes while being genuinely unique, America's only native caffeinated plant. It's a perennial shrub that requires minimal maintenance once established. The leaves can be harvested multiple times per year, and you can position it as a premium, locally grown alternative to imported teas. Think of it as the tea that's been waiting centuries for America to rediscover its own caffeinated heritage. Plant number 9, lemon balm, the stress relief herb everyone wants. Lemon balm is riding the wellness wave hard, and it's generating serious money. Melissa officinalis sells for $20 to $40 per pound dried, with huge demand for stress relief and sleep support. This gentle, lemony herb is used in teas, tinctures, supplements, and aromatherapy. Research actually supports its traditional use for anxiety and sleep issues, which means the market includes both traditional herbalists and modern wellness consumers. That's a huge addressable market. Here's what makes lemon balm a smart grow crop. It's incredibly easy to grow, spreading vigorously once established. It can be grown indoors or outdoors. The leaves can be harvested multiple times per season, and demand from the wellness industry keeps growing. Modern stress epidemics have created unprecedented demand for gentle, natural stress relief options. Lemon balm fits perfectly into that market without the side effects of pharmaceutical options. Think of it as the herb that proves sometimes the easiest crops are the most profitable when you target the right markets. Plant number 10, calendula, the skincare industry's secret weapon. Calendula is experiencing a renaissance in natural skincare, and the dried flowers sell for $20 to $50 per pound. Calendula officinalis is used in creams, salves, soaps, and oils, with demand from both commercial manufacturers and small-batch crafters. These cheerful orange flowers have genuine skin-healing properties that modern research has validated, and the natural skincare industry, which is absolutely exploding, uses calendula extensively. Here's the business angle. Calendula is easy to grow and produces abundantly. The flowers are harvested and dried carefully to preserve color and potency, and you can sell to multiple markets, wholesale to manufacturers, retail to crafters, or even create value-added products yourself. The clean beauty movement has created unprecedented demand for natural, effective ingredients. Calendula fits. And here's the thing. Flowers aren't traditional agricultural crops, which is exactly why most farmers aren't growing them. But the skincare industry doesn't care about agricultural traditions. It cares about effective, marketable ingredients. Think of it as the flower that grows money for anyone paying attention to beauty industry trends. Plant number 11, shisho, the Japanese herb going mainstream. Shisho, or perilla leaf, is exploding in popularity, and the profit potential is remarkable. Perilla frutescens sells for $20 to $50 per pound, with particularly high demand from restaurants. This distinctive herb comes in green and purple varieties and is essential in Japanese and Korean cooking, used in sushi, as wraps for meat, in pickling, and as a distinctive garnish. The flavor is complex, minty, basil-like, with unique notes that nothing else can replicate. Here's the opportunity. Japanese and Korean restaurants are opening everywhere, and they all need shisho. Home cooks discovering Asian cuisine want it, and the supply is extremely limited outside of specialty markets. You could be one of the few local suppliers serving an expanding market. Modern food culture is increasingly global, and ingredients like shisho are riding that wave. What was exotic 5 years ago is becoming standard in upscale dining. Smart growers position themselves ahead of that curve. Plant number 12, culantro. Not cilantro, but worth more. This is the plant everyone confuses with cilantro, but culantro is actually far more valuable. Eryngium fetidum sells for $15 to $30 per pound and has massive demand in Latin American and Asian cuisine. Culantro has a stronger, more intense flavor than cilantro. It's essential in sofrito, recaito, Thai curries, Vietnamese pho, and countless other dishes. And here's the key, it's incredibly rare in regular grocery stores. Most people who want it have to hunt for it in ethnic markets or go without. The business opportunity is clear. There's established demand from specific cultural communities, the plant is easy to grow in warm climates or greenhouses, and the supply chain is underdeveloped, meaning premium pricing for growers who can deliver consistent quality. Traditional ethnic cuisines are becoming mainstream, and ingredients like culantro are following that trend. More people want authentic flavors, and that means more people need culantro, but production hasn't caught up to demand. Think of it as the herb that proves you don't need mass appeal when you have passionate niche demand and almost no competition. Plant number 13, fenugreek, the culinary and medicinal dual threat. Fenugreek offers something special, dual market appeal. Trigonella phonem graecum sells for $15 to $30 per pound, valued in both culinary and medicinal markets. The seeds are essential in Indian, Middle Eastern, and Ethiopian cuisine. Curry powders, spice blends, traditional dishes all rely on fenugreek's distinctive maple-like flavor. Simultaneously, the supplement industry uses fenugreek for various health applications, from blood sugar support to lactation support. This dual demand creates business resilience. You're not dependent on a single market. Restaurants and spice companies want it, supplement manufacturers want it. The audience is diverse, and the total addressable market is large. It's an annual that's relatively easy to grow. Seeds are the crop, which store well and ship easily, and the per-pound pricing is solid for both markets. Fenugreek remains underutilized in domestic agriculture. Most is imported, which means opportunity for domestic growers to capture market share with fresh, high-quality product. Plant number 14, catnip, not just for cats. And here we are at number 14, the plant I saved for last because most people will never take it seriously, and that's exactly why it's so profitable. High-grade catnip sells for $30 to $60 per pound. Nepeta cataria isn't just for cat toys. The pet industry is massive and willing to pay premium prices for quality catnip. Here's what most people don't understand. The pet industry is worth billions, and catnip is one of the most popular cat products. But quality matters enormously. Premium, organic, fresh catnip commands far higher prices than the dusty stuff in cheap toys. Pet owners who love their cats will pay for the good stuff. The business opportunity is clear. The market is huge and established. Production is straightforward. Catnip grows vigorously as a perennial, and you can target premium markets, natural pet stores, high-end pet boutiques, direct-to-consumer sales. The profit margins on premium catnip are excellent. Modern pet ownership treats animals as family members, and that means premium products command premium prices. Quality catnip fits perfectly into that market. Think of it as the plant that proves you should never underestimate the pet industry's willingness to pay for quality. All right, if you made it this far, you now know something that most farmers and homesteaders don't. The most profitable crops aren't the ones everyone is growing. They're the specialty plants serving niche markets with passionate demand and limited supply. These 14 plants represent a fundamental shift in how you can think about agriculture and wealth building. Instead of competing in commodity markets where margins are razor thin, you're serving premium markets where customers actively seek you out and willingly pay premium prices. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need hundreds of acres. Many of these can be grown in small plots, in greenhouses, or even indoors. You don't need massive capital investment, and you don't need to compete with industrial agriculture. What you need is knowledge, which you now have, and the willingness to serve markets that others are ignoring. So here's what I want you to do right now. First, smash that like button if you got value from this video. Second, drop a comment below and tell me which plant you're most excited to grow. Are you team adaptogens, team exotic spices, team herbs? I read every comment, and I genuinely want to know what you're thinking. Third, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're building a community of people who understand that financial independence doesn't come from following the crowd. It comes from finding the opportunities everyone else is missing. And I want you to be part of that. I've got more videos coming on how to actually grow these plants, how to find buyers, how to price your products, and how to turn this knowledge into real income. Until next time, this is Golden Garden Vault. Stay profitable, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.